Dubai's skyline is an engineering miracle, a forest of glass and steel rising from a barren desert, funded by one of the hottest real estate booms in human history. To many, it looks like an unstoppable money-making machine where prices only go up, but we have seen this exact movie before. In 2008, Dubai's property market didn't just correct, it crashed spectacularly, leaving half-finished skyscrapers stranded in the sand and forcing a massive $0 billion sovereign bailout. Today, as prices hit new records and cranes work day and night, a familiar word is being whispered: oversupply. Is Dubai on the verge of another catastrophic collapse, or has this desert kingdom built a bulletproof economy that can defy history? Let's put it simply. To understand where Dubai is heading, we first have to understand the sheer scale of the current boom. The post-pandemic era turned this city into the ultimate global playground for wealth. Between 2021 and 2024, real estate prices grew at double-digit annual rates, representing one of the fastest price accelerations anywhere in the world. The market became highly characterized by luxury purchases. Prime villa prices in prestigious locations like Palm Jumeirah soared by over 100% from their pandemic-era lows. Millionaires, tech founders, and foreign investors flooded the city, looking for safety, low taxes, and high yields. But this isn't Dubai's first rodeo. The ghost of the 2008 crash still haunts the streets of this city. Back then, property prices fell by a staggering 50% to 65% in a matter of months. The crisis began when the global financial meltdown froze credit markets. Dubai's developers, who were heavily leveraged, suddenly ran out of cash. In November 2009, the government-backed conglomerate Dubai World shocked global markets by requesting a standstill on $59 billion of debt. To save the city from collapse, neighboring Abu Dhabi stepped in with a massive $20 billion bailout. Megaprojects like the World Islands, a series of 300 artificial islands shaped like the globe, and Palm Jebel Ali were halted mid-construction, standing as half-finished monuments to speculation. So, what fueled the spectacular 2021-2025 boom, and why did investors return? The answer lies in a unique mix of geopolitical events, visa reforms, and financial technology. Following the 2022 invasion of Ukraine and Western sanctions, wealthy Russian nationals surged to become top buyers of Dubai real estate, seeking a politically neutral tax haven. At the same time, the UAE government overhauled its residency rules. The Golden Visa program lowered its investment threshold to 2 million dirhams, about $544,000, and eliminated the down payment requirement for visa eligibility, turning property purchases into a gateway for 10-year residency. Furthermore, developers began accepting cryptocurrency, allowing buyers to buy luxury homes using Bitcoin and stablecoins in a regulated manner. But this massive rush of capital triggered a construction frenzy, and that brings us to the biggest warning sign facing Dubai today: the saturated pipeline. Developers have launched projects at an unprecedented pace, with a massive delivery pipeline of over 82,600 residential units scheduled for 2025 and an additional 110,500 units for 2026. Historically, Dubai's realistic completion rate is only 45% to 65% of announced supply due to logistics and developer pacing. Even with these delays, actual deliveries are projected to reach between 33,000 and 55,000 units in 2026. High-density micro-markets like Jumeirah Village Circle and Business Bay hold the highest concentration of these upcoming studio and one-bedroom apartments. In these sectors, supply is threatening to outpace organic demand, raising serious concerns about rental yield compression and price stagnation. This rising risk has caught the attention of global financial institutions. The UBS Global Real Estate Bubble Index 2025 shifted Dubai from the moderate risk category to elevated risk, raising its score from 0.64 in 2024 to 1.09 in 2025. But is this a repeat of 2008? Not necessarily. The financial foundation of today's market is structurally different. Unlike the credit-fueled bubble of 2008, cash is king in today's Dubai. Cash transactions accounted for over 54% of all deals, and in some off-plan segments, this share exceeds 80%. This massive share of cash buyers insulates the market from interest rate hikes. Additionally, the average loan-to-value ratio for mortgaged properties is under 73%, meaning buyers contribute substantial personal equity and are not overleveraged. The regulatory environment has also matured significantly. Post-2008 reforms by the Real Estate Regulatory Agency, or RERA, now require mandatory escrow accounts for off-plan developers, preventing builders from using buyer cash for separate projects. At the same time, the RERA rental index enforces strict rent caps, limiting annual increases to between 5% and 20% only at contract renewal. This protects tenants from rapid speculative evictions and stabilizes communities. So, what is the ultimate verdict? Dubai is not heading towards a catastrophic 2008-style collapse. Instead, the market is entering a healthy maturity phase marked by a cooling off and localized corrections. Analysts expect a price moderation of 10% to 15% in saturated apartment communities like JVC, while prime villa sectors will likely remain resilient due to limited supply. Dubai is transitioning from a speculative casino to a mature global metropolis. The easy gains of the boom years are over, but the structural foundations are stronger than ever. For investors and residents alike, the message is clear. The era of permanent, effortless growth has cooled, but the Desert Kingdom's foundations remain built on concrete, not sand.